Mstislav surveyed the noisy and smoke-filled hall crowded with his distant relatives. He wondered if he would be safer pursuing the Cumans across the steppe than staying in that room. At least the Cumans would have the decency to stab him when he was looking. Ostensibly, the crowd had come to congratulate him on his many victories and his marriage to the daughter of the Cuman warlord Kotyan. But Mstislav knew that though he was the man of the hour, that fame would come with expectations. Very expensive expectations. His uncle, also named Mstislav, came to him, bowing in a way that showed his discomfort of being lesser status than his young nephew, at least for the moment. Grabbing his arm, and with a knowing nod, he reminded his nephew that the treacherous Vsevolod the Red still ruled in Kiev. Of course, the elder continued, a good nephew would use his great fame to restore his generous uncle to power in that city. The younger Mstislav nodded. Then came two sons of Vsevolod the Big Nest, a prince whose power and realm had been large, but not large enough for his 8 sons. His ambitious progeny had been causing headaches across all of Rus for many years. Now these two, Yaroslav and Constantine, came asking for help to depose their own brothers from 2 northern principalities. Mstislav nodded again. Hours later, as the celebration ended, he glanced over to his wife, sheepishly smiling at the nobleman paying her a bit too much attention. What did this Cuman Khan's daughter know of the politics of the Rus? Her people were simple. In the eastern steppe, the rules were uncomplicated. The strong ruled and the weak perished. And yet, Mstislav wondered, why had a steppe people like the Cumans not yet demolished the squabbling and divided Rus? But it was only a momentary thought. Mstislav had more pressing matters. He had made many promises tonight. Prince Mstislav the Bold and the remnants of his army returned from the battle on the Kalka River, weakened and weary. As they passed the Rus cities, the church bells were silent, for all expected the Mongols would be just a day behind, bringing more death and destruction. Miraculously, no invasion came. Prince Mstislav had seen the weakness in the Rus princes, all too divided for the sake of petty squabbles to unite against so great a threat. But the fact that the Mongols did not press their advantage meant that this was a lesson that would die with Mstislav only a few years later. When Mstislav passed from illness, his relatives were not around. They were too busy fighting over his territory. The Rus princes resorted to war among one another, planting the seeds of their own destruction. There would be no second chances. The Mongols would return.